Hello, all my League of Legends fans out there. Welcome to my channel. This is day 3 of League of Legends Worlds 2025. It just concluded about almost an hour ago from when I'm making this video now. So I am really tired, honestly, but I love League of Legends. I love Worlds. So I'm more than happy to be talking about it. It's just so fucking exhausting because there's so much fucking shit going on in my fucking life and in just the internet realm. Like the Victoria's Secret fashion show is going on, or actually it was just streamed like almost 24 hours ago, so I haven't even watched that yet, so I have to watch that and make a reaction after that. So yeah, I just a lot of shit happening on YouTube, but I'm more than happy to be talking and sharing my thoughts and opinion on it. And I just want to quickly say that I'm just super fucking happy and just thankful for, like, you know, my followers and supporters, because literally I haven't been really getting League of Legends views that much ever since I came back on YouTube, because I took a 4 months hiatus, but it's slowly picking up from where I left off, because literally the last Worlds video, it took a lot for me to do that video. I'm not even gonna lie, but I'm dedicated to League of Legends, and it's paying off, because like it's slowly picking up and it's getting quite a bit of views now, and I'm just super happy. So just, it wasn't for nothing. So just thank you to all my supporters out there. Just know that, like, I'm doing this for you guys, so I appreciate you guys. And we're gonna carry on to League of Legends day 3 now. So like, this is just a continuation on from yesterday. It's just like the teams are being like mixed up, and basically like nobody's getting eliminated. We're just seeing like who's gonna be like in upper brackets and shit like that. So like, this format is so different from last year. It's crazy, because like this is my second time watching Worlds, so I didn't know that like the formats and shit are gonna change. I thought it was gonna be exactly the same, but no, it's like completely different. But I'm not complaining, it's just new to me. So that being said, we're gonna go on to the very first match, and I just want to say, like, the whole T1 versus CFO input, like, that shit, I'll talk about that when it comes, but that was the biggest shock of fucking today's games, in my opinion. So we're gonna start off with the very first match, which is, give me one sec. Okay, yeah, so FlyQuest versus the freaking VKS team. I think that's what they're called. It's the Brazilian team from North America, and this is the second match, or the first of a second match of like two teams from the same region battling with each other, because like for the LEC, G2 is going to be talking about MKOI, which I'm shocked about that outcome, that I will talk about later when it's time. But like, I knew that fucking FlyQuest was going to win over VKS, because like VKS, like, no offense, but the Brazilian teams just suck. Like, they're just not good, and they're overly cocky. It's weird, because like, if you watch the MSI, it was so fucking cringe. It was like this Brazilian team that made it, and it was like a bunch of like cocky young guys thinking that they were better than everybody else. And this one guy had like, he was straight, but he's one of those like clown straight guys who have like blonde hair and like pretend to be gay and shit like that. It's like the same thing with like Jason the Ween. You know how like the dude is from Twitch and he's like extremely popular, and he's like this straight dude that pretends to be gay. It's fucking weird as fuck, and they're like overly cocky, and it's just fucking troll, and they're an embarrassment, and like they're looking like the trash takes itself out type of thing, like, because they fucking got annihilated very early, the Brazilian team in North America, or yeah, in North America, from fucking the MSI tournament. And I want to say that with FlyQuest, I didn't get to watch Summer Split this year, because I had really a bad housing situation that I already explained about. But I do know that there was this new substitute that came in for FlyQuest, and he, in my opinion, is like one of the, honestly, like, fucking Khalees from fucking Khalees from LEC better watch out, because like everybody knows Khalees as like the young stud that all the girls and gays have a crush on. But like this guy, he's like way more attractive than Khalees. He's the guy from like FlyQuest. I don't know his name, but he's like the whole substitute that came in. Like, dude is fine as fuck. So I'm sad that we didn't get to see him play, but whatever. He's like, I just can't believe how good looking this guy is. It's crazy. But because I seen him like walking, like he was there and he was walking with FlyQuest, like and they were walking from the cameras to like the gymnasium or whatever the fuck it's called, the stadium. So yeah, anyways, so that being said, there's really nothing to talk about. That's it, because like we all knew that FlyQuest was going to win because they're a decent team. And yeah, that's that. Like I knew, like I'm just shocked that VKS isn't like eliminated yet, because they already lost like 2 rounds. It's like, when are they going to get eliminated? Anyways, we're going to move on to the second match, which is, it was KT versus TSW. And this, I actually was excited to see the outcome, because I was thinking that TSW was going to win, but you know, KT ended up winning. I mean, I'm not too shocked, because like KT, like I said in my previous video, is like a dark horse, because they actually do very, very well. And it's like how BLG was last year in Worlds. Like, we didn't think that they were gonna do that good, but they ended up making like it to the final 2 and they almost won Worlds. That's how I feel like KT is. They're like a dark horse, and they're from Korea. TSW is from China, and basically the new player guy, like his name is Eddie. He's like really good looking, but the thing is, it's like I've seen clips of him. He's like a year younger than Kyria, but I've seen clips of him, and he just seems like he's like too cocky. And because like there was this one clip on YouTube where like someone was asking him like what his favorite food was, and he was just saying sushi, 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 and he likes it better than pho. He likes it better than like anything else. And he seemed too cocky, basically. And it's just weird how, like, you know, when you see him like and he's not talking, he just looks at you, and it's just the way that he looks at you doesn't match his personality, is what I'm saying. He just kind of weirds me out. I'm not even gonna lie. But yeah, so they did well yesterday. They ended up winning. So like, I don't really know how well they performed, because this is the first time that I'm actually seeing them play. This is the first time I've ever even heard of this team, TSW. But like this Eddie guy, he also looks like another guy that I'll talk about later on in this video. But the other guy is like an older version of Eddie. It's weird because they look exactly the same. I always got them confused when this whole competition started. But yeah, so basically, to make things short, KT ended up winning. It was a close game, and that's that. Nothing else too important, because I don't really, it's not that I don't care. It's just like, these are teams. I mean, I do like KT, but like, I'm not gonna like give too much attention to TSW when like this is my first time learning about them. So I'm just gonna see how they progress in this tournament, and I'll talk more about them later. So that's that. So the next match is the G2 and the MKOI match, which I honestly, one of the best matches that I've seen today, and one of the most exciting matches that I wanted to see, because I watched the LEC. I think the LEC is more fun to watch than the LTA North and even the LCK. So I was just really excited to see them play with each other, because it's kind of like watching the LEC over again, because they're from that region. But anyways, way more exciting than fucking FlyQuest versus the fucking Brazilian team, in my opinion. But literally, MKOI is like a decent team. G2 is always like the top team of the LEC. So it's no surprise that G2 ended up winning against MKOI. They always win against MKOI. So honestly, no shocker there. But I will say that Lebrov, I've never seen him play Bard before, and if this doesn't tell you that I'm psychic, like I don't know what will, because literally my username is fucking famous psychic, and Labrov is just really, really like he's playing the carrier skin. I think he was playing the carrier skin. Hold on, let me just double check. Yeah, I can't tell if he's playing the carrier skin or not. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 99% sure that he is. But like I'm telling you, because I've said this all along. I said that Labrov like is one of those DL guys that just likes people like Carrier, because like the LOL Esports Cup, Carrier ended up playing against Labrov, and Labrov was I don't even know how to explain this. Give me one sec. Labrov is, like I said, in the LOL Esports Cup, he was playing against Carrier for the very, very first time. And I knew the moment that like he played against Carrier, he was going to be obsessed with Carrier. Because not only are they supports, but like it's just, like I said, he's one of those DL guys that are into like people like Carrier, let's just put it that way. But, and I knew this was going to happen. Like what he's basically making it known and clear that he's obsessed with Carrier, because he was playing the fucking Carrier skin. Like he could play any other champion, let alone Bard, like because he knows that like Bard is Carrier's champion that Carrier mostly plays. So he played Bard just because like he's obsessed with Carrier, and on top of that, he played the goddamn Carrier skin. So that's right there is showing the world that he's into Carrier. You know, he's obsessed with Carrier. It's crazy, like even more so than Mickey, because Mickey used to do the same thing with Carrier. Like when Carrier played Elise, Mickey played Elise. When fucking Carrier plays Bard, Labrov plays Bard. But not only does Labrov play Bard, he plays the fucking Carrier Bard skin. Like, you know what I mean? So you can tell that Labrov is into Carrier, and I don't even know. Like Labrov, you have competition, because so is Bucio and so is so many other people. But anyways, that is shocking to me out of anything else. So that's that. Like G2 ended up winning against MKoy, and that's that. I'm gonna move on to the next match. Hold on. 100 Thieves versus freaking Top Esports. So Top Esport is from the LPL, 100 Thieves is from North America. So this is finally a matchup between different regions, and honestly I thought that 100 Thieves was going to win, because to everybody's surprise yesterday they ended up winning. And like this Dokla guy, since I didn't watch the summer split, he's a new player as well. He's the guy that's filling in for General Sniper, and I still have no idea like where the hell General Sniper is. Like, is he going through some like anxiety issues or something? Because he used to appear, like he was at Worlds last year, and he just missed the summer split this year completely. So he got substitute for Dokla, and Dokla seems like an amazing player, because they ended up actually winning against a really big team. I think it was BLG that they won against yesterday, and that shocked literally everybody to their core. And this is the first time that I got to see Dokla's personality, and I was disappointed because like they showed a clip of him waking up in bed, and he was talking about how he's going to go to the gym to do like squats, and he was just being like that cocky young American guy. It's like, bro, why would you feel like the need to say that, like, that you're going to the gym? Like everybody goes to the gym. You don't need to say it and be cocky. Like, I didn't like that. He kind of reminds me of Masu, just like super cocky for no reason. I mean, yeah, they're both good players, don't get me wrong, but like there's no need to be like overly cocky like that. That's weird, you know, because like the trash takes itself out. If you're going to become too cocky, then you're going to take yourself out, because literally they ended up losing against Top Esports, and I honestly thought they were going to win because they did so good against BLG, and BLG is like the top team out there. So for them to easily beat BLG, I'm pretty sure they were up against BLG yesterday. I'm not exactly sure, but what's it called? Cream. Like, what's up with Cream? Because he reminds me from Top Esports. Like, he reminds me of the TSW Eddie guy. Just like, because they're the same age, they're a year younger than Karya, but they're like, you know, I don't know, like Cream. Did he become taller? Because I swear to God, he was the same. Like last year, he was like shorter than Jackie Love by like a foot, but now he's like the same height. And Jackie Love, to everybody's surprise, like he's staying quiet this year because last year he was so cocky. He thought that he was better than everybody else, but now he's like just super super quiet this year, and we don't get to hear from him much. But yeah, they're a solid team. So I'm not shocked. I'm not too shocked that they ended up winning. So that's that. Like I want to see how they progress more because they ended up losing yesterday. So for them to come back is like really shocking to me. So like congrats to them. On to the next, which is CFO versus T1, and this is the game that shocked everybody to the core because yes, CFO is a very very good team. And by the way, I just want to quickly say that 100 Thieves River, just like Peanut, that's the last time that he's going to be playing on Worlds. So if they like lost, that's it. We're not going to see River again. Like he's retiring after this, which is sad. Like I don't like understand why people retire. Is it because they got kicked out? Or is it because like they just don't want to play anymore? You know, so it's just sad if they don't want to play anymore. That's the reason. Because you know, Faker, he's like 29 years old. I did not know Faker was 29. I thought he was like 24 or 25 or something. He looks a lot younger than 29. So that shocked the shit out of me. Like I thought that there was like an age limit. I thought like the max age that you could be to play in Worlds or League of Legends, LEC and LCK and LTA North. I thought like the maximum age was like 26 or 27, and Faker's 29. So the fact that he's still playing and he's allowed to, it's crazy because I don't even think Janko's like is 29. I think Janko's is like, or Perks. I don't even know. You know, I think that they're younger than Perks, but yet they like retired. It's weird, you know. I don't know how the fucking rules are, but that being said, yeah. So CFO ended up winning against T1, and that is the reason why I was so shocked earlier on when I mentioned that. Because like in this video, because like yes, CFO is a really good team. HongQ is a good team, but they didn't do well at World, or not Worlds, but MSI this year because they made it to first stand, and although they beat Carmen Corp, you know, in the first match of first stand, Carmen Corps ended up beating them like in their second match, and Carmen Corps came second place after Hamon Life Gaming. So the fact that like they did so bad at MSI and yet they came back, and I don't think they switched players. Like Driver is still there, and by the way, Driver did the whole like dance thing again. Like he pretended that he was Sion. Like this guy's such a character. It's hilarious. But and he's the top laner, but I just don't think Doran is that good. Like he's decent, but I don't know if he's enough to be like on T1, if that makes sense, because I remember on MSI, like they came in second place after Gen G, which is really good. Like the fact that they even came second place, that's great. But I remember just Doran, like in MSI, like I think he was playing Renekton. I don't remember, but he blew it for them. Like he kept on like throwing, and the thing about Doran is that he tilts really easily. Like if he's doing like bad, like if he's, you know, dying a lot in the games, he tends to like just like throw the game and tilt. That's what he did with Renekton and MSI, and I feel like that's what he did in this game as well. Because I think he was playing Rek'Sai, or no, I'm not even sure who he was playing, but yeah, he was tilting a lot. He did the same thing that he did at MSI, and it's crazy because CFO, they were doing well from the start. Like they had more kills than T1 from the start, and they just kept that momentum up, and they just ended up winning. And HongQ is just such a legend because this dude is only 18 years old. He's like Karya basically. he just like is such an amazing player. And like let's just say Carrier has competition, because this guy literally looks and talks like Carrier. It's crazy. He's like a second version of Carrier. So yeah, that shocked everybody that CFO ended up winning. There's really nothing else to say. Thank God this isn't like an elimination match where T1 loses, because like, and I have to say that Faker is getting cocky. Like when they lost, you can tell how like disappointed Faker was, like on his face. And sorry if you can hear the fan in the background. I need some air circulating in my room. But yeah, that's basically it. I really hope that they end up winning Worlds again, because like I really love Carrier. And I mean, Carrier did well this game. He wasn't bad or anything. Carrier is never bad at any games. I feel like with T1, I hate to say this, but like Doran is just not great, you know, and Faker is just too cocky in my opinion. But yeah, as I was saying, he was so like pissed off when they lost and they had to like fist pump against CFO. You can tell the disappointment on their face. Even like Doran was pissed off. It was sad to see, honestly. But like I said, thank God this isn't like an elimination match. So we're gonna move on to the next match. So one sec. Gen G versus Anyone's Legend. And honestly, I can't believe that Anyone's Legend ended up winning against Gen G, because yes, Anyone's Legend I think is like the most coolest name of all the teams out there. It's just so awesome. But fucking I remember seeing them with at MSI this year, and they just kept on being consistently good. I wouldn't call them a dark horse like KT, because like they're just consistently good. I remember they would always win game after game after game, and they're from China. So like there's a lot of teams from China. Like what's up with that? Like I feel like there's more teams in China than like any other regions, because I always see LPL teams. Like I don't know, but like is there two regions like from China? Because I know like for LTA North there's two regions. There's the Brazil and there's like North America. But like is it the same thing with China? Is there like another region? I don't fucking know. But so basically they ended up winning against Gen G, and that's really shocking. Like I can't decipher if CFO winning against like T1 is more shocking than Anyone's Legend against Gen G, because in my opinion Gen G is the strongest team out there, like stronger than T1, because they ended up winning against T1 at MSI. So like the top two teams for sure is Gen G and Hamon Life Gaming. So I don't know like which is better. They're both tied, but like I don't think any other team is better than them. But I can't believe that Anyone's Legend actually beat them, because like they're just so good, Gen G. So that's just so fucking shocking to me. Like I cannot believe that. And I'm not too familiar with the Gen G players. All I know is that there's a guy named Chovy, and he's tall as fuck. I think he's like the mid laner. And Anyone's Legend, is his name Shank or something like that? He's a character, because like when they ended up winning, this guy was like jumping up and down for joy. And I don't know, I like when people are passionate about like that. He kind of reminds me of Driver, you know what I mean? So that's cool. Like I'm interested to see more Anyone's Legends. I want to know their personalities. It's just there's so many teams out there, because like I mentioned earlier in this video, TSW, like it's a new team that I really know nothing about, but I want to know more about them. They fall in the same category as Anyone's Legend. Like I want to know more about them as well. So and also like I want to know more about KT, the Dark Horse team. But like I said, there's so many fucking teams and so little time to get to know players, because this competition is like so crazy. Like it's just like the second day of pure chaos. Because day one was just like T1 versus Invictus Gaming. So the second day is like crazy, like fucking 8 teams battling against each other. Thank God it's not best of 5s, because imagine if it was just best of 5s, like this would last forever. But yeah, that's that. I really have nothing more to say. Just congrats to anyone's legend, I guess. And I actually think they actually might win this whole tournament, because if they can easily beat Gen G, then they can like take it to the crown. So honestly, my prediction for now is that anyone's legend actually might take the crown this year, and I wouldn't be mad because they deserve it. They're hard players, so hard workers. So yeah, congrats. And moving on to the next now. Hold on. You guys, I'm so tired right now. Honestly, if I'm like tired just talking about this and editing this video, imagine how the like Lors feels, the host of this competition, because she has to sit through like 10 hours of this, and it's just a lot to deal and to handle. But damn. Anyways, so this one is one of the most funnest matches to watch, because I really like Fnatic and I really like BLG. So yeah, this is probably top two besides T1. I think this one is even more fun to watch than the Gen G one. But yeah, so BLG ended up winning against Fnatic, and I feel like with BLG, since they lost last game against 100 Thieves, it's kind of a joke, because like when people think of like North American teams, they just think of it as a joke. They don't take North America serious, and I understand, because North America teams aren't that good, honestly. Besides FlyQuest, but 100 Thieves, like I still can't believe they won against BLG. But yeah, I feel like that lit a fire under BLG's ass, and literally that made them go into like demon mode, basically saying that like they just wouldn't take a loss for an outcome, basically. And I really like Knight as an individual player. He's the mid laner for BLG, because I first noticed how good of a player he was like last year at Worlds, and he's really talented. Like he can go up against Faker easily. He's not scared. He even, oh my god, him and Faker actually have beef with each other, because I remember MSI this year, he was like trash talking Faker right in front of like everybody, and even though like T1 ended up beating them in MSI, like Knight is scary, yo. Knight is fucking scary. Like I was wondering like why is his name Knight, but this guy, he's scary. Like I am impressed with him, because like he is like, for him to just go against Faker and just talk smack about Faker, like Faker is like the name of League of Legends. When you think of League of Legends, you think of Faker. So Knight has beef with Faker, and he was like just trash talking Faker like in front of the whole entire audience of MSI. And I remember Shox, because she was hosting that, and she was so like shocked to see Knight like just trash talk Faker. Like the expression on her face was priceless, because Shox has been out like the host for Worlds for like years and years and years and years and years, so nothing really shocks her. But seeing Knight trash talk Faker at MSI shocked the shit out of her, and they shocked the shit out of me to see shocked basically. So that's a fucking tongue twister right there, bitch. Let's you do that. But anyways, yeah, so like Fnatic is a really good team as well. Like they're like the top three teams of like them, MKOI and G2 are the top three teams of LEC region. So there's a reason, because they're really good. And also I want to know what happened with like Humanoid, because like Humanoid in my opinion was the face of Fnatic. So for him to just leave and get replaced by a Korean guy like from LCK, it's just crazy. Like a lot of stuff happened during Summer Split. I'm actually kind of sad that I didn't get to watch it, because like not only did like there's new substitutes for FlyQuest and 100 Thieves, like General Sniper is gone, but Humanoid is gone. It's just crazy. Like did Humanoid voluntarily leave? I'm pretty sure he did, because he was the face of Fnatic. So yeah, I'm not shocked though, because like I remember seeing Worlds last year and Humanoid was there, and then seeing the competitions this year with Fnatic. Like Humanoid just has like this temper problem where he easily rage quits. And I remember there was some drama with him going on with like, he was playing for this team, and the like it's like it had nothing to do with like LEC or East LL Esports. It was like this freaking indie competition, and there was some drama because there was guys that were dancing or something like that, and they were being racist, and Humanoid was a part of that team. I don't fucking know. But anyways, I was actually gonna cover that, like talking about League of Legends, but I just didn't have time, and I didn't think it was that important to talk about. But anyways, and at the time I wasn't getting that much views, but now I am. So anyways, well, just ignore that. But yeah, I hope Humanoid's doing okay, because he was actually like eye candy, and on top of that, he just was a decent player as well, and he wasn't like overly cocky or anything like that. He was a cool guy, so that sucks. But anyways, moving on to the next and final match. Holy shit, this is taking forever. Hanwha Live versus PSG, and here is another team from China. So I think there is two regions from China, because like, why is there so many teams? Because there's the LCL and then there's the LCP. So I think there is two regions from China. They're both from China. But anyways, PSG, before I even talk about this match, if you remember earlier in this video, I said that they're from TSW, the guy Eddie. He reminds me of someone from this competition, and I figured out who it was. So it's from PSG, and his name is Carson, I think. Carsa or Carson. So he's like an older version of Eddie. He looks like a couple years older than Eddie, but they look exactly the same. It's like if Eddie, like if compared them side by side, like I thought they were the same people when this competition first started, and I was watching like the cinematics and the players introducing themselves. I thought they were the same person, but they're not. And there's another duo that looks exactly the same as well. It's Elk, like, and it's the same thing. There's a guy who looks like an older version of Elk, and I'll figure it out the more this competition leads forward. But so yeah, that being said, this is, like I said, this is Peanuts like last Worlds, just like it was for just like it is for River for 100 Thieves. So there's a lot of like similarities going on in this competition. There's, what the fuck is up with that? That's just my psychic intuition. Sorry, but literally, I'm tired, as you can tell, but I'm happy that this is the last and final match that I can talk about. And I don't know like when Worlds, like if it's gonna be like tomorrow, like if it's gonna be like a 2-day break, because last year with Worlds it was like 5 days straight, and then they had like a 3-day break in between. So is it going on again tomorrow, or is like they're gonna be like a 2-day break? I don't fucking know. We'll see as time comes. So Hanwha Life Gaming ended up winning against PSG, and that's no surprise, because like Hanwha Life Gaming is like the top 2 team, I would say. So I mentioned earlier in this video that Gen G and Hanwha Life Gaming are the top teams in my opinion, so it's no surprise that they ended up winning. I will say that Zeus, like, what's up with him? Because he looks so much older than his age. Like, he looks like he's Faker's age, but this guy, Faker is 29 and Zeus is like 20. So the fact that he looks like he's like 30 is weird to me. Like, Zeus, you gotta take care of yourself, bro. Like, you're aging like a fucking beast. And I'm not like, I mean, I do like Peanut. He seems this is gonna sound so like rude, and I don't mean to be rude when I say this, but fucking Peanut reminds me of like one of those really, really pretty lesbians. Because, you know, like there's like, you see like Asian lesbians that look so pretty, but you can tell that they're lesbians. That's what Peanut reminds me of. He reminds me of like a really, really pretty Asian lesbian. Because like I go to this grocery store, it's like this Asian grocery store in my city. It's downtown. Actually, it's in my area. I can't believe that I live downtown again. Because the place that I was living up before was like far from downtown, and I was there for 7 months, and here it's back downtown. So yeah, it's in my area again. It's like this Asian store, and like there's this really really pretty Asian lesbian that works there, and she reminds me of Peanut, basically. Peanut's just a really, really pretty guy. Like, he's super, super pretty, and I just can't believe he's retiring, because he looks like he's like 23. Like, Faker's 29 and he's not retiring, so why is Peanut retiring? And that's sad if that's the case where he just is fed up, because like, I don't know, man. I feel like people are just done with League of Legends, and I wouldn't be shocked because this game like is really tiresome to say the least. But yeah, other than like Peanut and Zeus, I really don't like get excited when I think of Home Run Life Gaming. They're kind of boring in my opinion. Like I gave them a chance at first and they ended up winning, but other than that, like they haven't won. They didn't even do well at MSI. I think it was just like a one time, like one of those what's it called, like 50 minutes of fame type of thing. So it is what it is. I don't think that they're gonna do well in this competition, honestly, because seeing how bad they did at MSI, like I just don't have high hopes for them. Like I still think Gen G might win or anyone's legend, but yeah, that being said, that's the end of this video. I'm excited for Worlds like the next day. If tomorrow is going to be happening, I'm definitely going to be covering it. Yeah, so that being said, subscribe if you're into my League of Legends content on my YouTube channel, and I really, really appreciate it. And just thank you for believing in me, because it really helps me continue to make videos and make me believe in myself and entertain you guys more and more and more, because that's my goal. So I love you guys so much, and subscribe and make my channel be like the next biggest like YouTube channel of all time is what I ask. And I work hard for it, and I know that's a lot to ask for, but I really appreciate it. And people go crazy if I like don't make videos, you know what I mean? Like, so you gotta keep, if you want to keep your sanity, then fucking subscribe. I don't know how to explain it. If you want to if you want to help people keep their sanity, subscribe. Peace out.